So you might be wondering, what do I wear to a VIKATHLON trailer shoot? Well, first we're going to be talking about a base layer in this video, and then we're going to be talking about the protective gear and equipment that will be provided, but if you have your own, you are encouraged to bring to this shoot. So first, let's get into that base layer. You're going to be wearing athletic gear for racing on a hot day, but with the option for long sleeves or legs. That's in case you want protection from the sun, things like poison ivy, mosquitoes, you get it. Big floppy hats are optional. And let's get into some helmet issues. If you've got a collar on your shirt, that will help protect your neck, even when you're wearing the helmet, from things like getting scratched. And other helmet issues might include things like your hair, what you need to do with your hair when you're wearing the helmet. So for long-haired people, a low bun or ponytail is good. And whether you're long-haired or short-haired, something to cover your head because it is going to get sweaty in there. This will keep the hair out of your eyes while you're fighting in here. And if you take a look for a second at the back here, got a good view there to see how the strap will fit over a bun and keep everything in place. Well, that's about it for helmet stuff. Should fit on there snugly. If you've got a high collared shirt, we'll add an extra layer of protection for the neck. Let's talk about gloves next. I have these lacrosse gloves here. These are good for protecting the wrist and the fingers from any kind of impact damage. If you want leg protection or forearm protection, that's going to be extra. That's stuff that you will need to bring yourself. So I've got my head and my hands covered. Let's move on to our weapon sets. So in the interest of competition, we'll be grouping these sets, starting with the large shield and the axe or sax. So here's the sax. It's made out of polypropylene. You can see that it's about 1/2 inch thick. And it's very blunt, obviously, but it's not too heavy. It's shatter resistant. And the large shield, here we have, it's about 9 pounds and about 30 inches across. With the sax, you have a lot of protection, but not as much fighting range. The next step up from that would be the axe. This is going to be treated like a short weapon because it can be used with the large shield, but it has to arc to make a killing blow. You can thrust with it, of course, but that's going to be a stunning blow. It's not going to be counted as a killing blow. Next we have the medium shield and sword. This is a regular dimensions for a Viking Age sword. Same 1/2 inch thick polypropylene. It's got a nice flex to it to absorb some of the impact from thrusts. It still is not fun to get hit with, but that's why we have our shield as well. Now this one is made of plywood. It has a nice protective rim there, and that is to absorb some shock. And there's the handle construction. This one's made of wood and steel. So with these two weapons in combination, you've got a good amount of protection and a nice good amount of range. So these are your medium shield and medium range weapon, the sword. Next we have our long range weapon, the spear, and the small shield. So the spearhead is this rubberized spearhead. It's very flexible, will absorb impact. And the shaft is going to be a waxwood or privet staff. It's got some flex to it, again to absorb shock from thrusts, and it stands at about 7 feet with the head on the spear. So when coupled with the shield, you can see the handle is the same as on the large shield. They can provide some protection, but a very long range for attack. So that is how we have kind of an equalizing component built into these weapon sets. Well, I hope that was enough for you to be prepared. Hopefully if you have some of your own, you can bring it. If not, I have 2 of everything. We'll see you on the field.